Let's begin with the latest updates in the investigation into Sidhu Muse Wala's murder. Bishnoi gang aide called Kekda has been nabbed by the Punjab Cops. Kekda is also known as Sandeep, posed as a Muse Wala fan, loitered outside his house for about 45 minutes before his death. It's alleged that this man, Kekda, had tipped off the shooters when Muse Wala left his home. Here are all the details in an India Today exclusive report.
It could turn the Sidhu Muse Wala murder probe. India Today has accessed exclusive images of Muse Wala's house taken just 10 minutes before he was gunned down. The footage shows people taking selfies near Muse Wala's SUV. India Today has learnt that one of them was Kekda, aka Sandeep. Punjab police arrested Kekda on Monday evening. According to sources, Kekda pretended to be a Muse Wala fan and was outside his residence. Kekda loitered outside the singer's residence for over 45 minutes. It is alleged that Kekda tipped off the shooters when Muse Wala left his home. After the alleged tip-off, killers had started tailing Muse Wala. The contract killers had used two cars, a Mahindra Bolero utility vehicle and a Toyota Corolla sedan. With each passing day, the details of the plot to kill Muse Wala are getting murkier. Bureau Report, India Today.
Meanwhile, the Salman Khan threat plot is also unraveling. Mumbai police has increased security for the superstar since a threat letter to him and his father Salim Khan was discovered. Police has grilled Lawrence Bishnoi in connection with this case as well. Bishnoi had threatened to kill Salman, in fact, back in 2018, and he's currently lodged in Tihar jail. The letter to Salman had claimed that he will be murdered like singer Muse Wala, who was shot dead by members allegedly of the Bishnoi gang. The Maharashtra police is trying to find out members of the Bishnoi gang who are present currently in the state. I'm only human.
Guns, gangster, a superstar, and a chilling Muse Wala style murder threat. It all began when India Today first reported actor Salman Khan and father Salim Khan getting a threat letter during a casual walk at Mumbai's Bandra Bandstand Promenade. The letter, exclusively accessed by India Today, said, "Aapka Muse Wala hoga," to the star and his writer father. The murder threat letter was signed LB and GB, possibly gangsters Lawrence Bishnoi and Goldie Brar. Gangsters who claimed that they committed the Muse Wala murder.
जब हम करेंगे तो पता लग ही जाएगा. सलमान खान का करेंगे, मारेंगे ही जाएंगे. जोधपुर में मारेंगे तो पता लग जाएगा इनको. अभी तो मैंने कुछ किया ही नहीं, अभी नहीं मतलब कोई इन्वॉल्व कर रहे हैं.
A day later, security was beefed up at Salman's Bandra residence, with top cops visiting the actor's Galaxy apartment home.
जब भी कोई कमिटमेंट करो तो पॉजिटिव करना, नेगेटिव नहीं करना. और शिकार टाइगर जैसे शिकार कोई नहीं करता.
India Today also accessed the Kill Salman plot hatched by the dreaded gangsters. Lawrence Bishnoi and his gang had planned to target Salman during the shooting of the film Ready, plotting a hit when the actor used to go out for cycling. The contract killer Naresh Shetty, who was tasked with killing Salman, found his pistol inadequate for the hit after a recce of the actor's house and sought a rifle with a longer range and more firepower. In 2018, jailed gangster and Muse Wala murder accused Lawrence Bishnoi had publicly pledged to kill Salman Khan.
Threat has been related to Muse Wala murder, which is again brought out the Lawrence Bishnoi gang angle. The police is now investigating what is the reason that the threat has come now, what is their intentions, whether the gang members of Lawrence Bishnoi are trying to be active in Mumbai and trying to send out a message of fear. With campus in Sami Shanbag, Mustafa Sheikh for India Today.
The diplomatic fallout over Nupur Sharma's Prophet Muhammad comments continues. The UAE, the United Arab Emirates, has now become the latest country to condemn the comments made by Sharma during a TV debate. Bahrain, Oman, Indonesia also joined the Islamic world and condemned the comments. India, meanwhile, has made it clear that the views expressed by the suspended BJP spokesperson are not shared by the government. Rejecting the statement of the OIC, India has called it completely unwarranted and also narrow-minded. The Ministry of External Affairs has said the OIC's comments are divisive, reminding the international lobby that action has been taken against individuals who made these offensive statements. The Mumbai police, meanwhile, is likely to summon Nupur Sharma after an FIR was registered against her by Raza Academy. So while she's been suspended from the BJP, she continues to face trouble for the comments she made. So one of BJP's top TV faces has triggered this massive diplomatic meltdown. Nupur Sharma's comments on Prophet Muhammad sparked big backlash from the Arab world, prompting the BJP to take that step of suspending her and expelling also its Delhi media in charge, Naveen Kumar Jindal, who had also tweeted on the Prophet. BJP supporters, however, are enraged. They're asking if the BJP is now buckled to pressure from the Arab world.
BJP national spokesperson Nupur Sharma has been sacked from the party. But the firestorm over her remarks on Prophet Muhammad continues to rage on. While Nupur has unconditionally withdrawn her statement, Naveen Kumar Jindal, Delhi BJP media in charge, who's been expelled, remains defiant.
मैंने अगर किसी को बुरा लगा मैं उसके अपने शब्द वापस लेता हूं, लेकिन जिन लोगों ने हमारे देवी देवताओं और भगवान के बारे में अपशब्द लिखे हैं उनके बारे में संज्ञान लें.
The action against Nupur Sharma and Naveen Jindal was prompted after outrage from Gulf countries. Saudi Arabia, Iran, Pakistan, Qatar, Kuwait, and even the Taliban regime in Afghanistan raised concerns about growing extremism and hatred in India. Some even demanded a public apology from New Delhi. The diplomatic backlash followed an online campaign calling for the boycott of Indian products.
For the Muslims, Prophet Muhammad, in that sense, is the symbol of their being. Now, if that is being attacked, then obviously you are going to have reactions from all these countries.
While India termed Nupur and Naveen Jindal's comments views of fringe elements, it also rejected remarks made by Organization of Islamic Cooperation, calling them motivated, misleading and mischievous. In India, though, the political war over Nupur's remark is only getting bigger. Asaduddin Owaisi has demanded her arrest.
इस स्पोक्सपर्सन को अरेस्ट करना चाहिए, उनको जेल को जाना चाहिए, उनके ऊपर जो एफआईआर रजिस्टर किए, ये गवर्नमेंट के इंसाफ का तकाजा है.
सच बोलने की सजा ही तो नुपुर शर्मा को, साध्वी प्राची को, जाने कितने लोगों को मिल रही है. ये सच का ही तो परिणाम है. लेकिन इनको जरा गिरफ्तार करें ना. बार बार चीख चीख करके, पानी पी पी करके हिंदुस्तानियों को गाली देता है ओवैसी, उसको क्यों गिरफ्तार नहीं कर रही सरकार?
Most BJP supporters are enraged and disappointed. Many are asking, what about insults to the शिवलिंग?
हर डिबेट में शिवलिंग का भद्दे रूप से जो भी मुस्लिम प्रवक्ता आए उन्होंने मजाक उड़ाया. तो मैं ये जानना चाहता हूँ इनके खिलाफ कब एक्शन होगा? आपने नुपुर शर्मा के खिलाफ तो एक्शन ले लिया, उसको पार्टी से सस्पेंड कर दिया, उसको रेप और डेथ थ्रेट सारी चीजें मिल रही हैं.
She said something in the flow of the movement. Whether that something exceeds the boundary of law would be something for the police to examine first and then the courts to adjudicate.
As the BJP buckled to the Arab world, the big flashpoint is only heating up. Bureau Report, India Today.
Now on Friday, Kanpur was on the boil amid riots over again BJP's Nupur Sharma's remarks of Prophet Muhammad. She's been suspended since, but the alleged mastermind Zafar Hayat Hashmi behind the violence has been held along with at least 38 others. WhatsApp chats of the main accused of Zafar Hayat Hashmi, which allegedly point to elaborate planning for the protests, have also surfaced.
Stone pelting and gunshots. Uttar Pradesh's Kanpur witnessed massive riots on Friday over BJP leader Nupur Sharma's remarks on Prophet Muhammad during a TV debate. The police used tear gas to disperse the angry mob that had taken over this street. A bandh was called by Zafar Hayat Hashmi, president of the Johar Ali Fans Foundation, which turned violent. 38 rioters, including the alleged mastermind Zafar Hayat Hashmi, are now in police custody.
So far we have arrested 38 people as of now, and arrest will increase. 6 teams are working on it. We are trying to identify each and everyone who are involved in this incident, and whenever new arrest will come, we'll inform.
India Today has accessed WhatsApp chats of Zafar Hayat Hashmi, which allegedly point to elaborate planning for this riot. The WhatsApp group, Johar Ali Fans Association Kanpur team, was allegedly used to assemble the mob which went on this rampage. The group was allegedly being updated with fresh images and videos of how the mob was enforcing bandh and attacking the police. In transcripts available with India Today, Zafar Hayat Hashmi is seen praising the protesters who enforced this bandh in Kanpur. Probe agencies claim the riots are linked to radical Islamist outfit Popular Front of India or PFI.
PFI के कनेक्शन से कोई संभावना से इनकार नहीं किया जा सकता. कुछ हमको क्लूज मिले हैं. अब एक बार स्पेशल इन्वेस्टिगेटिंग टीम पूरी जांच कर ले, उसके बाद इस पर टिप्पणी करना उचित होगा.
ट्रांजैक्शन मिले हैं कुछ पीएफआई से जुड़े हुए कुछ लोगों के दस्तावेज?
नहीं, ट्रांजैक्शन अभी हम देख नहीं पाए. अब रिमांड पे लेके आने वाले दिनों में ट्रांजैक्शंस और हम चेक करेंगे और फिर आपको कंक्लूसिवली बताएंगे.
कुछ दस्तावेज मिले हैं?
हाँ, कुछ पेपर्स मिले हैं.
The riots in Kanpur have sparked a political face-off.
हम चिन्हित कर रहे हैं और जो भी गड़बड़ी फैलाए हैं, जिन्होंने कानून तोड़ा, उनके खिलाफ कड़ी कार्रवाई होगी. कानपुर वाले मामले में कोई भी कंप्रोमाइज नहीं होने वाला है. जो भी है उसको कड़ी कार्रवाई होगी.
शासन प्रशासन दोनों ये चाहता है कि मुसलमानों को सड़क पर लाएं, उसके बाद उनके खिलाफ कार्रवाई करें और फिर एक बार 2024 के चुनाव के लिए ये दिखाएं कि हम मुसलमानों को देखिए कितना परेशान कर सकते हैं. तो ये पूरी भारतीय जनता पार्टी की बिछाई हुई बिसात थी जिसमें गरीब जनता कानपुर की मर रही है.
The Kanpur police have registered 4 FIRs against more than 1,000 unknown persons. 16 social media handles are on the police radar for allegedly instigating this violence. The UP police has also decided to put up hoardings carrying pictures of the key suspects involved in the rioting. With Santosh Kumar Sharma in Kanpur, Bureau Report, India Today.
Let's move on to the big political stories today. Battle lines have been drawn for the Telangana Assembly election slated for 2023. BJP President JP Nada is on a 2-day visit to Andhra Pradesh and Telangana. On Monday, Nada received a rousing welcome from BJP workers at the airport. The BJP chief also took part in various events in Vijayawada. JP Nada asserted that 2024 is not an impossible task for BJP in Andhra Pradesh. The BJP chief today is all set to visit the Kanaka Durga Ma temple. He'll also be addressing a public rally to mark 8 years of the Modi government. With the Saffron Party trying to make inroads into the south, Prime Minister Narendra Modi is to meet Hyderabad BJP corporators as well as leaders in Delhi today. This will be the first time in his tenure that the Prime Minister is meeting with 47 BJP corporators of the Greater Hyderabad Municipal Corporation.
President of Bharatiya Janata Party is on a 2-day tour to Andhra Pradesh. In these 2 days, he is addressing a number of public meetings, party karyakarta meetings. He is attending a core committee meeting and is giving direction and margadarshan to the BJP to emerge as a major political force in Andhra Pradesh. The BJP cadres in Andhra Pradesh are enthused and they are energized with the message given by Honorable National President Nadu ji.
And let's move on to the state of Karnataka, where there's a raging war between BJP and Congress. Sidhu has declared that the Youth Congress will start a statewide campaign of burning khakis, and Union Minister Pralhad Joshi hit back, saying the Congress leader is frustrating after losing his chaddi and his lungi in his Chamundeshwari turf, referring to the poll losses. That's right, that's how low the political narrative in Karnataka has stooped.
Shots fired in the BJP-Congress duel, a raging chaddi nataka. Karnataka netas locked in a no-holds-barred shots face-off, getting their knickers in a twist. This bizarre face-off over shots has started after Congress's Siddaramaiah threatened to burn khaki knickers across the state, calling it a protest against the RSS, which made the attire famous as part of its uniform.
ಎದುರುಗಡೆ ಮಾಡಿರೋದು ಚಡ್ಡಿ ಸುಟ್ಟಿರೋದು ಪೊಲೀಸ್ನವ್ರ ಎದುರುಗಡೆ ನಾ ಸುಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಲ್ಲ ಏನ್ ಚಡ್ಡಿ ಸುಟ್ಟಿದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗ್ಬಿಡ್ತಪ್ಪ ಒಂದು ಹೇಳ್ರಿ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಪೊಲೀಸ್ನವ್ರು ಇದ್ರು ಪೊಲೀಸ್ನವ್ರ ಎದುರುಗಡೆ ಚಡ್ಡಿ ಸುಟ್ಟಿರೋದು ಆಮೇಲೆ ಏನಾದ್ರು ಒಂದ್ ವೇಳೆ ಅವ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಕ್ರಮ ತಗೊಳ್ಳದೆ ಹೋದ್ರೆ ಚಡ್ಡಿ ಸುಡೋದೇ ಒಂದು ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು.
Siddaramaiah's chaddi burning threat got the BJP into a huge twist, with Union Minister Pralhad Joshi hitting back, mocking Siddaramaiah over the Congress's poll losses, saying the Congress leader is frustrated after losing his chaddi and lungi in his Chamundeshwari turf, referring to his election setbacks.
ಅವರು ಚಡ್ಡಿ ಹರಕರಾಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಅವರು ಮಂದಿ ಚಡ್ಡಿ ಸುಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಹೊಂಟಾರ. ಅವರು ಚಡ್ಡಿ ಉತ್ತರ ಪ್ರದೇಶದಲ್ಲಿ ಪೂರಾ ಚಡ್ಡಿ ಕಳಿಸಿದರು. ಸಿದ್ದರಾಮಯ್ಯನವ್ರನ್ನ ಸ್ವತಃ ಚಾಮುಂಡೇಶ್ವರಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರ ಚಡ್ಡಿ ಪಂಚೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಳಿಸಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅದನ್ನು ತೊಗೊಂಡು ಆಮೇಲೆ ಸುಟ್ಟಿರ್ಬೇಕು ಮಂದಿ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಈ ಸಿಟ್ಲೆ ನಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲ ಅವರು ನಮ್ಮ ಸಂಘದ ಚಡ್ಡಿ ಸುಡುವ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ.
With Karnataka politics in a knot and elections less than a year away, can the netas shed their obsession with going after each other's chaddis? With S. Karthik in Bengaluru, Bureau Report, India Today.
And as the language war that continues to make headlines in Tamil Nadu, the issue reignited by the DMK after MP TKS Elangovan came and outrightly insulted Hindi, saying it converts us to Shudras and that it's no good for us. Elangovan followed this remark by saying that Hindi is the mother tongue only in backward states of the country.
முதல் ஒன்று இந்தி நம்மை சூத்திரனாக்கிவிடும். இந்தி எந்த நன்மையும் நமக்கு செய்யாது.
An outright below-the-belt casteist insult of Hindi by DMK MP TKS Elangovan. Referring to Hindi as a lowly language, the DMK Neta went on to berate Hindi and Hindi speakers.
முதல் ஒன்று இந்தி நம்மை சூத்திரனாக்கிவிடும். இந்தி எந்த நன்மையும் நமக்கு செய்யாது. ஏன் இதை கேட்கிறேன் என்றால், இந்த மாநிலங்களில் இந்தி அந்த மக்களுடைய தாய்மொழி இல்லை. வளராத மாநிலம்னா மத்திய பிரதேசம், உத்தரப்பிரதேசம், பீகார், ராஜஸ்தான், இந்த இன்னும் இப்பொழுது புதிதாக பிரிந்த 2-3 மாநிலங்கள்.
Spewing hate on Hindi, TKS Elangovan showed zero remorse when confronted by India Today and refused to apologize.
You affirm that if you speak Hindi, you will turn into Shudras?
No. If Hindi is imposed, it will also bring the culture of the North along with it. That is what I meant. I'm not talking about the language.
You just heard how TK Elangovan refused to apologize when we spoke to him. The DMK MP, no doubt, feels emboldened as there is no condemnation from the party over this Hindi hate.
This is highly ridiculous and unwanted for. I don't expect this from the person of stature of Mr. TK Elangovan, who is considered to be a gentleman in politics. And he has exposed the DMK.
The shocking statement is just the latest addition in a series of such anti-Hindi comments by DMK leaders. First, a minister's Pani Puri jibe.
இந்தி படிச்சா வேலை கிடைக்குதா? இந்தி நம்ம ஊரில் கோயம்புத்தூர்ல போய் பாருங்க, பான்பூரி வச்சுக்கிறோம். எந்த கடை யாரு? எல்லாம் அவன் தான். அது ஒரு காலம். இப்ப ஆங்கிலம் இன்டர்நேஷனல்.
That was followed by the health minister accusing North Indian students of spreading COVID.
எனவே யானைக்கால் நோய் அதற்கான காரணம் என்பது இந்தியாவின் பல்வேறு மாநிலங்களில் இந்த தொற்றின் எண்ணிக்கை என்பது இன்னமும் கட்டுக்குள் வராமல் இருக்கிறது. குறிப்பாக டெல்லி, ஹரியானா, உத்தரப்பிரதேசம், மகாராஷ்டிரா, மத்திய பிரதேசம், கேரளா போன்ற பல்வேறு மாநிலங்களில் தொற்று எண்ணிக்கை கூடுதலாகி கொண்டிருக்கிற சூழலில்
And now calling Hindi a Shudra language. That's useless. Remember, all these comments come even as Prime Minister Modi hailed Tamil as a beautiful language to put an end to the Tamil versus Hindi war. But it's clear that DMK will not allow that to happen.
This is land, and this land is special. The people, culture, and language of this state are outstanding.
The Stalin government so far has been mum on this Hindi hate, but serious questions face the DMK on whether their idea of promoting Tamil is insulting and putting down Hindi. With Pramod Madhav, Bureau Report, India Today.
And let's get to news coming in of two encounters in Kashmir. In Kupwara, encountered two terrorists of the Lashkar-e-Toiba, including one Pakistani terrorist, namely Tufail, has been killed. Search operations are still underway at this point in Kupwara. Also, there's another encounter that's underway in Sopore, in which one LET terrorist has been eliminated. Arms and ammunition have been recovered. Two encounters in Kashmir being reported in the last 12 hours as our forces are cracking down on terror at a time when we've been seeing more and more targeted killings being reported in the valley. In all, in the last 12 hours, 3 Lashkar-e-Toiba terrorists being eliminated by our forces. 2 of them in Kupwara. One LET terrorist has been gunned down in the Sopore encounter.